Hi, welcome back to the mat with me. My name is Kira, and today I'm going to be guiding you through a quick Pilates sequence where we're going to focus on core and glutes, and we're basically going to be laying down on our mat the whole time. So how great is that? If you want to grab a resistance band, a mini resistance band for the glute portion, that's available to you. I'm going to be teaching without, but if you want to spice it up and you have that in your home, then you will be placing it around the thighs. There is a playlist linked in the description that you can listen to add a little bit of extra vibe and motivation to your movement if music is something that motivates you and helps you through. Otherwise, we are going to get into it. So I'm going to invite you to start on your back. And we're going to have the knees bent. And we're just going to take one hand to heart, one hand to belly. Big breath in. Big breath out. Eyes might be closed. Just tune in, check in. What do you notice? What do you feel? Bringing the arms into a cactus shape. Little windshield wipe of the knees. We're just going to move a little bit slower right now to connect with the body and to connect with our movement. Come back through center. Take your right ankle to your left thigh and just press that right hand into the thigh for a moment. Start to open up the hip, the glute. Come back through center, right foot down, left ankle to right thigh. Take your left hand, press it into the left thigh, open up the hip, the glute. And then bring that left foot back down. Arms are alongside you. Heels can walk in a little bit. Take a big breath in here, and as you exhale, find a shush breath. So you're gonna shh, ribs tuck under, low back grounds. Again, big breath in, and exhale, shh. That breath is gonna help support you through your core part of the practice. Take your hands behind your head, roll the spine up, lift the shoulders, and just hold it here for a moment. Just hold. Then lift up the legs. Knees are going to be stacked over the hips. See if you can lift the shoulders up another inch. All we're going to do here, tap your right toes, you lift. Tap your left toes, you lift. So modification, if you don't want to keep the shoulders lifted, we're just warming up the core body here. You can ground your head and shoulders to the mat if that feels better in the body. So you tap down, you lift, tap down, you lift. Let's do a few more here, and then we're going to add in that upper body. In 3, in 2, and in 1, here we go. You tap down, crunch up. Tap down, you lift. Tap, lift, tap, lift. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Stay here. Hug the knees in, take the hands to the shins, lift the shoulders up. We're in a nice tight ball. We're going to find our double leg stretch. So as you reach the legs out to 45 degrees, you're going to reach the arms overhead and then hug back in, exhale. Inhale, you reach. Again, modification, you can ground head and shoulders to the mat. We want to make sure that that low back is not picking up off the mat. So if you want to extend the legs a little higher than 45 degrees so that low back does not pick up, that's available to you as well. Let's go for 4, for 3, for 2, for 1. Hug here, you hold. Extend your legs up towards the ceiling, flex the feet down, arms alongside you. We're going to find our 100s. So shoulders lift, again, modification, you can ground head and shoulders. Another modification, knees bent instead of legs straight. Another modification, feet ground instead of legs bent or straight. So inhale, you're gonna pump for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, exhale, again. Nice job. Inhale. I don't know why I'm laughing. Exhale, laugh through the pain. Inhale. Exhale. Let's go for 5. For 4. Last 3. Last 2. And last 1. Amazing, amazing. Drop the soles of the feet. Drop the head and the shoulders. Arms are gonna be alongside you. We're gonna find our glute bridge series. So feet are hip distance apart. You're gonna drive through the heels. On the way up, you exhale, tuck the pelvis, roll up the spine, squeeze the glutes. So inhale, you lower. Exhale, you lift. Lower and lift. Lower and lift. Let's go for 8. Squeeze the glutes at the top. For 6. For 5. For 4, for 3, for 2, for 1, hold, little pulse, you lift, it's up an inch to the ceiling, keep hugging the navel into the spine to protect your low back, you lift, you squeeze for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, hold here, lift the heels, drop, you lift, you drop for 8. Keep lifting the hips, squeezing the glutes. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 8 more pulses. Lift, lift. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Full range. Drop down, lift for 8. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower the hips. Hug the knees into the chest. Hands behind the thighs, rock up to a seated position, and then drop down onto your left side body. I'm just gonna turn around so you can see me. So when you're ready, dropping all the way down onto that left bicep. Head is on the bicep rather than in the hand because we wanna keep a neutral spine so we can protect the body while we move. We're gonna draw the legs forward. So knees are in line with the hips, knees are bent at a 90 degree. And we want the shins to be parallel to the side of the mat that you're facing. So on the exhale, find a broken clamshell. You're gonna lift and you lower. Exhale to lift, inhale to lower. So we wanna make sure that top hip doesn't roll back too much. So you might even take your right hand to your right hip, just to notice, just to check in. You lift and you lower. Core body's nice and strong to prevent that hip from rolling back. And we're just gonna be here for a little bit. If you don't have the band, being here for a little bit longer is gonna add that extra burn, that extra spice. If you have the band, good luck to you. And this doesn't need to be as big of a movement as you think it needs to be. We wanna move a little bit slower because we wanna move with control, not momentum. We wanna be mindful that we're actually using the side of the glute and those correct muscles to find that lift and that lower. Let's go for 4 more. Let's go for 3, 2, and then just hold it open to hover. You're just gonna pulse, little pulse. You lift it up to the ceiling. Little lift, it's just an inch. It's a smaller movement than you think it needs to be. It's subtle, but it's fiery. For 8, for 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, hold it here. You hold, make sure that right foot is flexed. You're gonna push the sole of the foot to the bottom of the mat. So ankle, knee, and hip are all in line, and your ankle, knee, and hip are gonna stay in that one plane. So you're gonna hug it back, push down. Exhale, draw back, just a stack over top of the left, push it back. Hug it in, you push. Soon we're gonna add to this. Push down, hug in, push down, hug in. We're gonna add, you pulse, drop, push, pulse, lower, hug it in, pulse, lower, push back, little lift. Core body is nice and strong. Lift, drop, push down, you lift. Nice job. Hug in, lift, lower, push down, lift, lower, hug in, up, push. Let's go for a few more here. It's fiery. Ooh, I'm burning. I don't know about you guys. Lift, drop, 3, 2, 1. Push that foot down. All you're going to do is tap the mat. You lift. Tap and lift. Find that tap. Lift, core body strong. Go for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hold it up. Pulse. Pulse. Little lift. Little pulse for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold it here. Point the toes. Pull them forward just a little bit. 5 circles in one direction. The size of a toonie. If you're not Canadian, the size of a coin. That's our $2 coin here in Canada. You're going to go for 5, for 4, for 3, ooh, for 2, for 1. Other way. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hug it in. Drop it down. Love punch to the glute. Love punch to the glute. Oh, that feels so good. Yes. Then very gently, you're going to come all the way onto the other side. Drop down onto that right side. Head is on the bicep. You're going to pull the knees forward so that the shins are parallel to the side of the mat that you're facing. We're going to find that broken clamshell. So we're just going to start off by lifting and lowering. Both ankle and knee are going to come off that bottom leg. You lift and lower, lift and lower. Beautiful. We're going for a little bit. So remember, we want to move with control rather than with momentum. Watch that top hip. Make sure that it's not rolling back. Go for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and hold it open. Hold it open. Just pulse. Just pulse. Little lift. It's an inch. It's a very subtle movement. I'm already starting to feel the burn. Little lift, little pulse for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold the hover, hold the hover. Flex that left foot. You're going to push the sole of the foot to the bottom of the mat. Then you're going to hug the knee back in. So ankle, knee, and hip stay all in one plane, meaning all at that same height, that same level. You're going to push down. You're going to hug in. Make sure that core body's strong. Push. Hug in. We're going to add to it soon. Hug it in. Push it down. Hug it in. Push it down. We add. You hug. So we're going to find that pulse. Drop. Push down. You lift. Lower. Hug it in. Little lift. Lower. Push down. Lift. Lower. Hug in. Lift. Lower. Foot is flexed. Hug in, lift, lower, push down, lift, lower, for 4, for 3, for 2, and for 1. You're going to push it down. Then all we're going to do is tap the mat, you lift, you tap, you lift. Core body's nice and strong. Really focus on using the side of that left glute to lower and lift. Go for 8. Go for 7. Go for 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. And 1. Hold it here. Flex the foot. You pulse. Lift. 8. 7. 6. 5. 4. 3. 2, hold it here, point the toes, pull that leg forward just a little bit. 5 circles, nice and small, nice and slow. Last 3, 2, 1, other way. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hug that left knee in. Love punch to the glute, love punch to the glute. Whoo. And then we are coming back onto our back to finish this movement session the way we started, with some core. We're going to extend the legs up. We're going to take the hands behind the head. And then all we're going to do on the exhale is lift the shoulders and take that left hand to the outside of the right ankle. And we're just gonna do that one side. So you're gonna lower down, you reach. Lower down, you reach. We wanna keep the low back nice and grounded. On the exhales, when you crunch up, you lift and you reach. So really lifting the shoulders up off the mat. If keeping the legs extended doesn't feel good in the body, you can bend the knees, but still reach up as if you have an invisible ankle there. All right, go for 5, go for 4, go for 3, go for 2, and go for 1. Stay here. Can you take that right hand to meet the left on the outside of that right ankle? All you're going to do is drop your left leg to hover, and then you're going to lift it back up. Modification, tap those left toes down, and then you lift it back up. Maybe you're just here, knees bent. That's a great modification as well. And then you can tap and you can lift. So whatever feels best. We lower and we lift. Lower and lift. We're only here for 5, for 4, for 3, for 2, and for 1. Lower down, hands behind the head. Take a breath here. Next side, exhale, right hand to the outside of the left ankle. You lift, you twist, you lift, you twist. Here we go. Again, modification, bend the knees. Still reaching up, still find that twist. For 4, for 3, for 2, for 1. Hold it here. Left hand to meet. You might need to wiggle and adjust yourself a little. I'll give you the modification. You can just tap the right toes down, lift the leg up. Maybe both knees bent, tap, lift. All right, here we go. You drop that right leg. Exhale, lift it up. Inhale to lower. Exhale to lift. You lower and you lift. Let's go for 5, for 4, for 3, for 2, and for 1. Hug the knees into the chest, drop the head and shoulders. Bring the soles of the feet to the mat, arms into a cactus shape. You're gonna shift the hips a little bit over to the right, and then you're just gonna drop the knees to the left. Knees can be staggered, or knees can stack, whatever feels best in your body. Having the knees stacked and getting into that deeper twist might feel super juicy, super good. Maybe you even take that left hand on top of the right knee and draw them a little closer to the mat. Then draw the knees back to center. Shift the hips back to center. Shift the hips a little bit over to the left, and then drop the knees to the right. Knees can be staggered, knees can be stacked. And then just soften into the shape, soften into the twist. We're just slowing down the breath, the body, the practice. Tuning back in to breath and body, noticing how you feel. Come back to center. Hips back to center. Hug the knees into the chest. Feet towards the ceiling, knees towards the armpits. You can take peace fingers to the big toes or hands to the outsteps of the feet. Knees are going to draw down. Open up the hips. Maybe find a little rock from side to side if that feels good in the body. And then bringing the soles of the feet back down. We're going to take that right ankle to the left thigh again. This time lifting up the legs, reach through, interlace the hands behind that left thigh and hug the knees into the chest. If that doesn't feel good, you just come into what we came into at the beginning of the practice with a gentle push of the hand into the thigh instead. And then gently dropping that left foot down, right foot down. Left ankle to right thigh. Legs lift. Reach through. Hug the knees in. Breathe into that left side. Right foot drops down, left foot drops down. Maybe legs extend long, maybe arms extend beside you and just take a couple of breaths here to be slow, to be still, and to step into a space of gratitude. Gratitude to yourself for showing up, for moving your body. Gratitude to your body for all it does for you, how it carries you through such strong movement. You can stay here as long as you need. But I just want to send a big thank you, lots of gratitude, lots of love for moving with me today. It is such an honor to guide you and to be a part of your journey. Thank you for being a part of mine, and I'm sending you so much love. I hope to see you on the mat again soon.